Your dad once said, your dad's words, I'll tell you what, what is planned is possible. And I love your title because Rethinking Possible, it's so perfect because the only thing that seemed to go your way was that you had 4 kids. The rest of your life took twists and turns that you had no control over. And you were living a life that just was. You had to be and figure it out as life just happened. But throughout both books, your family's words, your words, I think, were lifelines. Your brother had beautiful words that he said before he passed away at age 17. Could you share what those words were and how that helped carry you in your life?
Yeah, so my brother was 17. I mean, he was that kid. He was president of the student body. He was a musician. He was a church leader. He was an athlete. He had great plans to go to Wake Forest University, get into politics, become a senator, lawyer, all this. And he was definitely doing that thing. What's planned is possible. And we grew up with that mantra. And one of the last things that he did before he went water skiing, which is where he had his accident, was to write his essay to Wake Forest University. And one of the last questions they asked was, tell us about your family. And he did. And he expressed his contentment with the family. But his last words of that essay, and they wound up being his last written words, where I would change nothing. And it still gets up. If he only lived 17 years, but still write that. And as a sister, see him live that.
Yeah.
What an accomplishment, even in 17 years.
Right.
It's always been a challenge to me, before I lay my head on my pillow, is there anything I regret today? I would change nothing. Can I say that about the day? So it's really been something really precious that he left us with.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get something like that. And to know that that's how he felt, that's just so beautiful.